What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Doing a little kind of bonus stream here today, getting to get off at Thursday Thunder. So, our bonus podcast will come tomorrow. The goal in the chat, whoever donates the first your 5 questions will be answered no matter what. And we'll do all that tomorrow. Probably right around the same time. So, a lot of fun there. What am I missing? Here we go. Hopefully we got everything working. Let's just test it real quick. Yes, we do. Okay, good deal. So, lots of big things happening. You know, it has been mentioned even to me. We saw Totes get in the chat. Now, Frankie Two Fingers kind of bringing it to you one more time. I can almost guarantee that in the main event, you're about to see something that you've never seen. Witcher versus Serra in the main event, but you're going to see something. It's going to be crazy. So you'll definitely want to go ahead and see that. Now, let's get caught up real quick before we go over this card. What is going on? Jesse Jackhammer, welcome to the stream, brother. Iffy, what is happening? Grady, welcome to the stream. Dark Witcher, hey, if you guys haven't gone and checked out R2K, go check him out. He was doing things earlier today, absolutely on fire on commentary. Go check him out. What is going on, Witcher sister? Welcome to the stream. Digital, saw you over there. Saw Iffy over there, too. Let's go down, down, down. What is happening, Blaise? Again, go check out Blaise Radio as well. What is going on, Primetime? Welcome to the stream. It's funny. You get into some of these universes and then you start seeing some of the stuff that is going on. Very entertaining stuff, very, very interesting stories, a ton of fun. And look, the t-shirt that I'm wearing today, you've got to drink a lot of wine on some wine tours to get that t-shirt. You got to go to 5 different wine tours up in Gatlinburg to get it. So wasn't easy, but we found a way to earn the t-shirt. What is going on, Jamar Games? Welcome to the stream. Agent Destin, what is happening now? Let's get into the show. Kicking it off, Melinda and Suzie will be going after the television champion. Melinda, the current champion, will be defending that title. Just like we promised on Nitro, Sid B getting her shot at the WCW Women's Hardcore title. Sam Hacksaw and Jay Savage going to lock it up in the ring today. The Wolfpack, Angel and Haku Wolfman getting a shot at the Universal Tag Team title belts. 8-man title belts on the line here tonight. Some interesting stuff. And the debut. You've seen him in the chat. We'll see if he pops in the chat. What is going on, Matt Storm? Welcome to the stream. But Draven Payne, the debut of his character today. Blaise, McCoy, and Sawyer going to be tying it up. Crimson and Victoria VanDiver. I've got a funny feeling Crimson is probably back in on another level. We have heard that a lot of the things that have been plaguing her recently, she is feeling pretty good about. Dragonuv getting a shot at the WCW Cruiserweight title, and Witcher and Serra will face off tonight in the main event. So let's go ahead and get this thing started.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the WCW Women's Undisputed World Television Championship.
So while the holds may not be barred in this match, not a match for the hardcore title, but it is a match that there will be no count out. So one way or the other, it is going to be a pin or a submission. The former leader of the New Blood now making her way down to the ring. Saw a lot of success early on in her career. Haven't seen a lot from her lately, but now making her way back onto the circuit, getting a shot tonight on Thunder at the WCW Women's World Television title. Yeah, Chili and Jace Wagner going to be hooking it up with the NWO today, going after that 8-man tag team championship. What is going on, Vipero? Welcome to the stream, brother. Missed you in that one. Went right over Vipero. Got to watch out for Vipero. He's sneak in and out, you know what I mean? He's in and out, just like a snake. And now the brand new, newly redesigned WCW Women's United States title belt being brought down by Iffy. That title belt not on the line here tonight. Winning the title match against Bobby Hart back on Thunder, or back on Nitro. And now, because she is the television champion, having to defend the television title here on Thunder. It's a pretty sharp belt now. The "Don't Tread on Me" sign right on it kind of matches up. But raise it. I feel like I got a salute. Get the shoulder up, get the arm up. Fingers and thumb extended and joint. If you're military, you know what I just said, but we used to have a guy that he would put his arm down on his waist and then try to pull the old number there to look cool.
Challenger from Smithfield, North Carolina, Suzie Lee. And her opponent from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, the WCW Women's Undisputed World Television Champion and the WCW Women's United States Champion, the mechanic Melinda Gutierrez.
So Melinda, we saw her when she started out not doing so hot, but now in the last 4 matches, she has won 3 of the last 4 matches, and not only done that, but also now holding 2 title belts. So will she be able to defend the WCW Women's Television title here tonight? And look, I got to tell you, you know, I say it for the men, I say it for the women. That is the best title belt on the planet. And now another interesting thing about Suzie, the only female wrestler. We have 1 male wrestler and 1 female wrestler. She is the only female wrestler that actually still wrestles with eye protection. So having the eye protection on and getting off to a fast start here against Melinda tonight. Now again, no holds barred. I mean, anything goes in this match, so we could see weapons, we could see other things. You could see some things that have been banned. Oh, swings it, but look at that. Melinda using that rope, going up underneath it, and then knocking the kendo stick out of her hand. Referee right on top of it, and you can see Suzie having won the Universal Divas Championship. That was like all of a sudden she was on this big roll as well. So very interesting to see these two going, because the role she was on, Melinda is now on. So can Suzie get back on track? And it might have been one of the reasons, because all of a sudden lost the title and started to kind of go downhill a little bit. Starting maybe not to see that same success. And so then the new blood breaks up. And then you got to wonder, was it because Suzie no longer wanted to worry about leading a group of people, but really just wanted to focus on the wrestling herself. Took a little bit of a break, and now back in the ring. So far, really doing well in this match, but now Melinda getting things turned back around. And trying to get back in control, even the things up after being thrown in that corner a few times now, trying to put Suzie in the corner, and again, gets her again and does that suplex right in the corner 2 straight times. And now Melinda's starting to look like she is the one really controlling the pacing of this match. Pup handle slam goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Melinda comes away with kind of a surprising victory. Came out of nowhere.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's Undisputed World Television Champion, the mechanic, Melinda Gutierrez.
And you really want to see an example of title belts mattering. Title belts, the title belts that you hold, getting a boost. Think about this right now, Melinda holding the number 2 and number 3 title belts, and then all of a sudden, bam, able to win that match that fast. Absolutely crazy, but you look at the talent, and then you look at the boost that those belts also provide. Ipso facto, presto changeo, that's what you got. So now, moving on, we got Sid B versus Monica Monroe. And again, Monica absolutely dominating the hardcore division. Sid B getting her first shot here tonight. You can see kind of the bedazzled jawbone. We couldn't find a jawbone, so we went with the skull and crossbones still. But the bedazzled look, you'll see that on her, and you will also find that somewhere on Anita T's outfit as well.
The WCW Women's Extreme Championship.
Now this is a hardcore match, so even though the last one no holds barred, this one is an Extreme Rules match for the WCW Women's Hardcore title. Remember, we go back, it used to look like, or it was called the knockout title belt, and you had to be knocked out or submit. I didn't like the rules to that. I wanted it to be straight being knocked out, but because we couldn't make that happen like you could back in 2K23, we changed it up to make it a hardcore title belt. So anything goes, and here we go. You're about to see, she's going to make a cameraman famous again, at least his shoes. And you thought it was over, and now she's just going to laugh at you. And you got to be in the back if you're Monica watching this going, wait, what? All of a sudden the mood changes. She was having a good time, knocking people down, and now straight face, bringing the stuff in. Almost a little bit reminiscent where you got to wonder, does she maybe have some powers that we don't know about? Maybe is she starting to study the dark arts that Witcher's been studying? Now, we haven't seen anything that really suggests that, but still something you got to kind of be keeping an eye on. What's going on, Bama boy? Welcome to the stream, brother. My head thing here is too big, you know what I mean? So it's hard to figure out where it's coming from. But now Monica making her way down to the ring. Can she extend the absolute role she has been on with this hardcore title belt? Has already defended it 5 times. Can she make it a record 6 times right here? Now, we know the overall number for a title belt defense in any title belt, whether men or women's, is 11, and it's 11 on both sides. We have a few people that are starting to get to the halfway point of that.
Introducing the challenger from the Amazon, Sid B. And her opponent from Berlin, Germany, the WCW Women's Extreme Champion,
So we see her already having the shot to kind of cross that threshold from 5 to 6, 5.5, being halfway, of course, but going from 5 to 6 and really put herself on that path. Can she do that, or will Sid B try to stop that here tonight? Sid B, one of the top 3 largest female competitors we have in WCW. Monica, one of only 2, I believe, maybe 3 that actually competes with the higher heels on her wrestling boots. Sid B now trying to get off to this fast start. But again, Monica, being the champ, understanding the belt that she holds, looking like she set her up now, hooking the leg, and only getting a 1 count. And yet, look at that. Is that kind of a move? If you get pinned that early in a match, is that something that pisses you off as a competitor? We're going to see how Sid B reacts to it. She does look like she, we talk about at the end of the stream, maybe choosing grace. Looks like Sid woke up this morning choosing violence. And then maybe the early pin attempt by Monica did not help that out. Now, back and forth these 2 women go. And it looks like we're going to be in this thing for the long haul. What is going on, Brian? Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, look at the look on her face, trying to get that submission in, but Sid gets up instead, whips her into the corner. And now driving that elbow. You can even see just the pressure of the elbow going up against the jaw. We talk about the bedazzled jawbones, but Sid B using her forearm right here, that knife edge of the forearm, pushing it against the jawbone of Monica. Monica jumping out, stopping her from bringing that table into the ring. And now whipping her back into the ring, bringing it back inside. Monica gets up and didn't think she was going to get it off first, but does. And look at the height Monica gets, jumping over the top of Sid B after throwing her into the ropes. Now picking her up and delivering a foot. That was a foot and a boot all at the same time. It's a foot. She took a foot upside the head. She took that foot upside her head. What? Yeah, don't get me dancing up in here now. You get crazy. You want to talk about some stuff that is freaky? That'd be me trying to dance. Monica now taking it. Going again. Getting Sid on the ground now, looking up underneath, and then this is her weapon of choice. It is the sledgehammer. 8-pound sledgehammer, that's how I used to fix some V's, by the way. You hit it right on top of the engine block, and I don't know what it does, but it fixes them almost every time. Yeah, freaky tree. It's a freaky tree right there. Getting her now, has that arm pulled back up underneath. But again, Sid able to get out, having to use the ropes to get up to her feet. Monica trying to time this out. Sid does not see it coming. Jumps up, and that is a finishing move off the second turnbuckle. 2, 3, and Monica will retain the WCW Women's Hardcore title.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's Extreme Champion,
And look, that's a crazy thing. It's not like Monica's not wrestling tough women. We have a very tough women's division, but able to beat Kelly Kidman, Allison Wagner, Anita T, Melinda, and also able to beat Sid B here tonight. So on quite the roll. You know, we saw Monica win it, then Heather D win it, then Melinda win it, then Kelly Kidman win it, and then Monica, and we hadn't seen anybody able to defend it, and now Monica able to defend that title belt 6 times. Now, if you guys have been reading the comments on some of the past videos, the past shows, Digital made a comment about possibly having some music. Now, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I did order the thing that could possibly make it happen. Once it gets here on Wednesday, we're going to start testing it out, playing it out a little bit. So hopefully the first stream after Wednesday doesn't screw up the whole setup. But who knows? The more we do, the more stuff we bring in, the more stuff, again, turns it right back into the channel. All the money raised on the channel goes right back into the channel to provide a better product for you guys. Now, we've already seen 2 championship matches. Now Sam Hacksaw and Jace Savage gonna hook it up. And it has been a great night for the champions. Is that going to continue as we keep moving through this show? We'll have to definitely keep an eye on that and see. I was a good boy today, so I mixed 2 different bourbons.
It's scheduled for 1 fall, making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Sam Hacksaw.
Sam Hacksaw now making his way down to the ring, and you want to talk about a great match. You look at what's about to happen. You look at the 2 wrestling styles of these 2 competitors, and I'm telling you right now, I told you in every single show there is very specifically a matchup that I want to see. This is it. What is going on, King Sam? Welcome to the stream. Rowdy! Welcome to the stream, brother. Rowdy made it in time. Horseman getting ready to try to handle some Horseman business against the Wolfpack. Wolfpack on the rise right now. Definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But you look, you have Sam Hacksaw, kind of that extreme style of wrestling, and then you got Jace Savage, who is the leader of the Syndicate.
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 269 pounds, Jace Savage.
But able to take a few different styles and really kind of mesh them in together to make him his own. You got kind of that luchador style, you got that hardcore type style, and you got this style where you can kind of sit back. You're using the old skull noggin here and figuring out, should we be pressing or should we be not? A lot of strategy involved in both of those, and then able to slip out of these styles differently. So you got kind of the showmanship of a Ric Flair mixed with a lot of different wrestling styles, which no wonder why he is the leader of the Syndicate. So obvious size difference, but maybe not as much as you think. Really what we're seeing in the size difference here, yeah, we're going to see 20, 30 pounds, but a lot of the size difference comes from the height. Now the way Sam wrestles very easily can overcome that height difference, but you can't ignore the fact of the height difference because that starts helping you generate more velocity, which then generates more impact. So now when you see Savage picking up Hacksaw and coming up, that power bomb, that sit-down power bomb right there has a little bit more power behind it. So Hacksaw gonna have to make sure he gets this turned around and quickly and starts controlling the ring. Now, you look at a lot of these new wrestlers. We've seen a lot of new wrestlers coming in to the WCW and getting a shot at wrestling against some other veterans. Now, maybe they're losing these matches, but what are they learning inside the ring? That is kind of the most important thing right now, especially at this point in their career. Yeah, they came from this place, or they came from that place, or they came from whatever place. But it's just like if any of the WCW wrestlers went on to another promotion, there are still ropes to learn. The sliders are different. The AI tendencies are different. So your wrestler maybe matches up really well here, maybe doesn't match up so well in the SSU, and you got to start learning a new thing when you go in to another promotion. So very interesting to see, even though you see some of the stuff, how fast people can adapt inside the WCW starts to become a big thing. Savage, though, able to get that thing turned around right there. Now taking Hacksaw over, and Savage really has been controlling this match a little bit. And only a 1 count. Now, that's one of those things where you really got, if you're Jay Savage, you're like, man, I've been controlling this match. I've been throwing everything I got at this guy, and I still only get a 1 count. Now, Hacksaw able to turn it back around briefly, and now these two going to take it to the outside of the ring. No title belts on the line right now, so you absolutely could win on a count-out. Referee, though, really giving these guys the opportunity, and look at the awkward landing right there, getting suplexed back into the ring. But the referee really allowing these two to fight right now. Took a long time to actually start her count, and now only up to a 3 count. These guys been on the outside doing all kinds of stuff. What is going on, Temple? Welcome to the stream, brother. Another thing that we might get to do that's kind of exciting, we might do like a fireside guitar type of sit down where we just hang out. I play a little bit of guitar. That's one of the things that I ordered to hopefully be able to set something like that up. We'll have to wait and see how it works out. I don't know. We'll have to run some tests, but it'd be kind of fun, I think, just hanging out. I play a little guitar. You get your favorite drink if you're of legal age, and then, we hang around and have a couple drinks, just like hanging around an old campfire. And look at this, and this is what I'm talking about. Savage absolutely able to mix up some different things, and now here it is. One of the most sneaky, powerful wrestling finishing moves made famous by Jay Savage, the tripletta. The triple butterfly now hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. But again, you look at a match like this and you're like, oh, well, Sam lost.
Here is your winner, Jay Savage.
But you got to look at it early on in your career. It's not about the wins and losses early on. I know we all want to win, but it is about what was learned from that match. And I'm telling you, I haven't been wrong about many people, and I'm telling you, you watch out for Hacksaw. Hacksaw's got the ability, especially depending on the lessons that are learned this early in the career, but has the ability to one day maybe be walking around with the big belt. You know what I mean? But right now, Universal Tag Team title belts on the line. Yeah. Duh. Universal Tag Team title belts on the line right now, and on the line against the newly formed Wolfpack. I had made so many changes today. I had started them yesterday, but made so many changes, I was not able to change one thing in their entrance, and that is the Titantron. When we are in the main event, when you see Witcher come out, you will see the Wolfpack's new Titantron. And again, I've said this before, we got about 17, maybe even more to be fair. It might even be in the 20s. We have so many storylines going on, it's hard to squeeze them all in to tell the story in 9 matches a show. So hard. So there are matches that I believe will happen, and then I go to set up the card, and I'm like, well, I'm looking back over the other cards. I'm like, I got to get this one in. We haven't seen this one because other things take precedence. And the Horsemen have a new Titantron as well, but this one not too bad. But Rowdy and Totes right now, again, they are the only tag team that I've ever seen in my life don't give one crap about those title belts. They don't even bring them down. They tell the referee, they're like, ref, you go ahead and bring them down. We just want to get in the ring and bash heads. You want to talk about maybe why the Horsemen are one of the top factions? Maybe why the Horsemen do what they do. They just want to bash heads. Apparently, that's all they want to do. They don't even care about the title belts. They're like, yeah, title belts, whatever. Ref, here they are. Take them down. Let us have them once we get down there. We got heads to bash. What is going on, Dubs? Welcome to the stream, brother. If you guys super chat, because of what the super chat goal is, when you super chat, if you want, ask your question. I'm not going to answer it right here. We're going to answer it tomorrow on the podcast. But ask your question, and I'll write it down.
And is for the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 596 pounds, the Wolfpack. And their opponents at a combined weight of 564 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Four Horsemen.
And that's going to be the main topic tomorrow, the storyline, the the request of feud. That is going to be the main topics of tomorrow. It'll be really fun, to be fair, because you guys got to be doing stuff and then be like, why did Totes have that reaction, whether positive or negative? We're going to talk about it. It's kind of funny, to be fair. It's really good. And guys, keep it coming. I don't care what my reaction is. You always got to keep it coming. But look at this. Angel getting Totes over in the corner right now. And remember, Angel may be going through some rough times right now, but joining the Wolfpack, we have seen some success and maybe him starting to climb out of that hole that he has been in. And now him and Haku getting a shot tonight at the Universal Tag Team title belts. But I'm just going to say it. I would not want to be facing Rowdy and Totes. The two guys that won't even bring their title belts down. They're not having it. Then again, I don't know that I'd want to face Haku either. So, and then Angel is a former WCW World Champion. A lot of stuff going on, Totes. He's like, we don't even need double teams. He goes, you're the big guy. Get in there, Rowdy. Do your thing. Haku now throwing Rowdy into the corner. Big knife edge shot, but too big. Forearms right there blocking the next one. Now Rowdy getting him up, and Monroe taking him to the train station, picking him up, and now going coast to coast on those ring posts and running Haku through there. I'm going to tell you what, people think when they see Rowdy that maybe they got a shot, but then Rowdy, maybe he's not the biggest guy in the universe, but Rowdy wrestles like one of the biggest guys that we have in the universe. Oh, what a smart move right there. Rowdy getting Haku tagged in, not allowing, and then Haku's like, hey, maybe since Rowdy's getting out of here, I'm going to go get me a piece of Totes. But Totes able to keep the advantage that Rowdy started to get in this match. And really, these guys have got to look back and figure what's going on. Totes, really high impact moves going up against Haku right now. You can see, and you got to wonder. It looks right now like Scarlett and Totes talking over a few things. Haku coming up, and look at that! Waiting on him. And Totes knocks Haku down again, understanding that that's how you beat him, but then letting him know that that is not what he's going to do. That is not how he wants to win. Getting the clock to restart again. Haku now bringing him in. Totes fighting Angel on the outside. But you got to wonder, is Melinda and is Scarlett going to play a role? Scarlett, the main manager of Totes McGotes. And again, up to a 6 count. But Totes sees what's going on. Up to 8. Haku fights through it, though. Haku getting distracted by Rowdy, and now Totes back in. Hooks up the extraction. Angel not quite up yet. Can he make it in to save his partner? No, he cannot. And the Horsemen show you exactly why they can handle Horseman business.
The Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Four Horsemen.
So we have talked about this. But now it looks like they may have just tied the record for the most title defenses with Andrew Dubs and Vipero. So, Horsemen trying to set the standard for these tag team titles. We've seen Totes set it for the United States title belt and for the Universal $1 million title. We've seen Rowdy set it for the WCW World Television title. Now these two trying to set the standard for the Universal Tag Team titles as well. So that's going to be interesting. If we get the song stuff together, it's all going to have to be non-copyright songs. So, like, I know people are talking about, oh, man, you play the thing, and as long as it's 30 seconds, it does not work like that on YouTube. I wish it did. I know that's what they say, but I could play 1 second of a song, and all of a sudden, bam, my video gets, I got to start sharing this and doing that, and I'm not doing it. So there's enough non-copywritten music that we can use it. We'll see how I can make a playlist to make it work. So, yeah, so we'll figure that one out. Now, making his debut, Draven Payne. Pretty sure you know him as Raymond in the chat. That's why I can even sing some of them, and sometimes it'll get caught where I'm like, oh my God. So that's why I'm like, it's a nice day for a black wedding. And I try not to sing it because I don't want YouTube to be like, what?
The following contest is a fatal four-way tag team match and is for the WCW Super Extreme Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 428 pounds, the Assassins.
So the Assassins now, the Predator hooking up with Draven Payne to form the tag team of the Assassins in their very first match together, and in Draven Payne's very first match in WCW, getting a shot at the WCW Special Series 8-man tag team title belts here tonight. Say that 2 times fast. No, I know. I absolutely know what it says. That's why I try to do a few things and it does not work. I even tried to quiet it a little bit. Doesn't work.
And their opponents, first, at a combined weight of 444 pounds, the NWO.
See, I can see right now the little funny attire glitch I'm going to have to fix. I was hoping to be able to keep the other attire, but apparently we can't. But still, Chillivok, newest member of the NWO, and to be fair, I like the NWO version even better. I know. I really like, more than anything, I like Chillivok's NWO attire. But white, black, and gold, I mean, that's not that far off.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 398 pounds, the Syndicate.
So this is very interesting. Normally we would see Vipero hooking up with Zack Hamilton, but because Zack Hamilton is the WCW Cruiserweight champion, he is putting his title belt on the line here tonight against the leader of the School of Dragonuv. So JP steps in. Jay Savage had the match against Sam Hacksaw, so now JP gonna step in, and JP again getting cleared. Didn't go so well in this last match, but gonna be one of those things where we'll just have to see, can he work the rust off here tonight? Maybe the way these two are, maybe it'll be good for both of them moving forward and start getting the Syndicate back on top. Syndicate very easily at one point could have been the #1 faction.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 429 pounds, the WCW Super Extreme Tag Team Champions, the Hit Squad.
But could have possibly been the #1, but very easily the #2. Like, you look at the Horsemen and the Syndicate, been #1, #2 for a while. But again, Syndicate going through some things right now, and where they're getting stronger in some areas, in some other areas, a little bit of a struggle, which every single person goes through. You saw the Horsemen go through it as well. And now Horsemen starting to come out of it. Will the Syndicate also come out of it? And is that going to happen here tonight? Yeah. Chili in the NWO. Chili with Digital Dogs. I mean, I'm telling you, NWO needed a light or a cruiserweight kind of a guy. And I know they were glad to be getting chili. So, good to see it here tonight. But the suspected new leader of the NWO, Jace, Wagner, and Chili in the ring. We're seeing a debut happen here tonight. And we're also seeing the Hit Squad. Can they retain their 8-man title belts? Look at that. Cecil picks up JP. Thought he was going to get him. And JP now using his tag team partner as leverage so that they can't get to him. But now wanting to take it to the next level, throwing the trash can in. Jace waiting on JP. And you know JP, one of the most wanted guys in the WCW, especially since joining the Syndicate. Now, the Syndicate going after the NWO, letting them know who is who and what is what. Now, we talk about this a lot at the beginning of any one of these matches. It's whatever. Everybody can do whatever. It doesn't even matter. You're fighting this guy, that guy's fighting whoever, everybody's fighting whatever. I'm going to smack him on the upside the head. I'm going to hit him, right in the scunion. I'm going to give him the old scunion buster. Doesn't matter what you're doing. But as this match goes on, it starts to really matter what you're doing. When you start getting down to the last, even 5 people, depending on how it falls out, depending on how things are going and how it's unfolding in the match, you want to make sure that at least one person from every tag team is eliminated. That gives everybody the best shot. And so that's something that you want to keep your eyes on as we move forward and move through this. Right now, we see the Predator doing a banned move in WCW. So we will get that fixed. It's just one of those moves. It's not that it's super powerful. It just takes way too long. It takes way too long to perform and accomplish, and then they want to do it over and over and over again. Now JP and Draven Payne going at it. Cecil and the Predator going at it. And the Predator, we long said this too, the Predator, one of those guys that I suspect will have a really, really good career here in the WCW. You look at the Predator, if you guys don't know who that is Prime Time in the chat. Oh, only a 2 count. I was looking around. I'm like, who is getting pinned? What is doing what? But one of the champions right now, Kempty Watson on the ground, getting a 2 count against him, able to kick out. JP coming back, though, after getting taken away. And look at that. Cecil getting that turned back around. And Draven almost getting it in, but unable to do it, and now it looks like the Predator has pinned Chillivok. And Chili not quite seeing the same success as other members of the NWO, but 1, 2. But if I know Hogan probably very, very soon going to be taking him up underneath his wing. Now watch out, the Predator in a bad way. Almost getting the breach put on him, but able to fight out of it. And the Predator back to doing what the Predator does. Now hooks the leg of JP. But JP able to kick out. And again, now, if you are the NWO, Jace, the only member left, really needing some other people to do some stuff. And now the Predator again ends up pinning JP. And the Predator being the only guy right now to do any kind of eliminations. And you can hear right now people trying to interview other people. There is a microphone somewhere. And it's got to be over in that bottom hand corner. I just don't see it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And Draven able to pin Vipero. Sawyer, we're this close, buddy. And there it is, Jace of Spades getting hit on Kempty. 1, 2. But Kempty somehow able to kick out in 2. And there's the microphone. Finally found the microphone right in the center of the stage. Jace able to hit that microphone right on top of the Predator and now has him down in the ring. Cecil rolled into the ring. Draven trying to hit Kempty with the stop sign, but Kempty turns it around and puts him in some weird tarantula type motion. We've got the steps out already. We got the stop sign out already. Throwing the kendo stick, trying to save his partner. Now this is what we're talking about. There's 5 teams left. The NWO only has 1 member. Really needs one of the members of the other team to go out. And the other teams need this as well. If it doesn't happen, and it comes down to 2 teams on 2 teams, then you know what happens. The next pin then wins. But Draven able to get the pinfall on Kempty Watson. Jace setting up. Thought he might have been going for the Jace of Spades, but this is a pinfall that the NWO and that the current champions need. You really got to look at it now, and what has to happen is Jace and the current champions have got to find a way for that not to happen. 1, 2. And able to break it up because we got 1 team in right now. So Kempty and Jace almost need to form a temporary alliance and get one of the assassins out of this match to really have a shot at doing it later. The fact that I'm taking care of other business right now is very interesting and starting to piss me off. And uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, here he goes. 1, 2, 3. If he can get this in, 1, 2, and knocks out the referee. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But now you got the assassins, even though the referee is out. We have seen now Draven take out a member of the NWO. And now it is down to a 2-on-1 match. And look, here's the thing. Even if Kempty, Cecil does anything, it's still a 1-on-2 match. This is almost impossible to win. He had kind of a little window there. To maybe get him out, but the referee was on the ground. Now the Predator's setting up. Can he take out the champion? No! It looked like Draven's like, hey, we're going to win this match, so he walked away. Cecil trying to get, no, that is not a good call right there. Tries to go up underneath and really needed to do something quickly. Now hooks the leg. This is probably it. We have brand new WCW Special Series 8-man Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners, the Assassins.
The Assassins in their debut match, very first match together, and the debut match of Draven Payne able to come away with the championship gold. So here we go. Kind of almost a coming out for both of these guys. We've got Blaise McCoy and Sawyer. And again, usually there's only one match that I look forward, that I'm like, hey, it doesn't have any title implications like this one. This is number 2 of the night. So these two guys, and it is also the debut of Bobby the Brain Heenan, who was just hired by Blaise McCoy to take him to the next level.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 297 pounds, Blaise. And his opponent from Manchester, England, weighing in at 235 pounds, Sawyer!
Sawyer now making his way down to the ring. Yeah. All right, let's get this match going. So Sawyer now getting off to a fast start against Blaise. And again, this is the thing that we're going to have to watch and the thing that we're really going to have to be looking at. Is Bobby Heenan going to make a big difference? Is he going to get Blaise dialed in? Because we have long suspected Blaise McCoy, and it looks like he is on another level right now. Really focused on what he is doing. But again, we know Sawyer kind of travels from different federations, has a lot of experience in some different things, even though maybe a little bit new here, still has a lot of experience in other federations. So it is quite a match when you're looking at two vets go at it the way they're doing, and adding in that little extra bit right there, adding in the thing that maybe gives one an advantage over the other, or maybe it doesn't. Definitely something that we're going to be keeping an eye on right here. Now Sawyer going for the pin and getting a 1 count. Blaise able, though, to get out of the way, and look at that big forearm coming down. Sawyer rolling out. And this is one of those places where maybe that's not where you want Sawyer. You look at kind of who his influences are, and with one of his influences being Raven, being on the outside of the ring, maybe not the best place to be at. You know what I mean? And a big boot. Bobby Heenan, though, trying to take off that top rope. But you look right there and getting in. That big boot gets dropped onto Blaise. And you wonder, is Heenan going to get involved? Not by taking that off, but maybe by a distraction or something of that nature. You thought that would have been a really good place for it to happen. And then it doesn't happen right there. So definitely stuff that's got to make you wonder a little bit. Maybe him and Blaise have talked and he's like, hey, don't get involved in the matches. Just kind of coach me through it. Might be something that they've got worked out. And maybe not. Blaise now getting up into the corner. Sawyer going for a punch, then going for a kick, and now Blaise going for a huge forearm and then something else. And already a 2 count. So now Sawyer does not get to interrupt the stream anymore. Sorry about that, guys. But I will deal with it after the stream. So now Sawyer taking him up to the top rope. Blaise able to kick through it, whips Sawyer into the ropes. And a big, you know, I say freight train, and I feel like I say it maybe too much, but that is almost exactly what it was like. Now a power bomb. And Blaise pulling Sawyer into the middle of the ring. Thought he was going to set him up for something else, but does not. And again, Sawyer falling into the middle of the ring, and here we go. Thought we were going to see a submission, but Blaise starting to really show his power, and we haven't seen this in a minute, but here we go. Hook, line, and sinker time. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. And Blaise Radio comes away with the win. What is going on, Sentinel? Welcome to the stream, brother. So maybe the addition of Bobby Heenan. Now, we didn't see Bobby get involved in the match through a distraction, but we did see a much more like singularly driven Blaise McCoy here tonight. And look, at the end of the day, it was still a really, really good match. You look at the size difference, and you got to believe maybe Sawyer keeps him on the outside of the ring a little bit longer. Maybe that changes the outcome of the match. We don't know. But you look at the Raven style of wrestling, and then you look at the Blaise style of wrestling, and Blaise, again, just kind of that singular-minded focusedness tonight. So, definitely crazy. Gone fishing sign. Yeah, no, that would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. So we talked about wrestlers that have had kind of a down streak, and you look at Crimson. Crimson, the largest female wrestler in the women's division, and you would have expected Crimson by now to have won the WCW women's title belt. You would just expect that to have happened. And yet somehow it doesn't. But our dark shows have really started to turn things around, and it does look like maybe Crimson is building back up towards maybe a title run yet again. We'll see here tonight if it proves true, or if maybe it's the television cameras that are throwing her off. Definitely don't know, but definitely see what happens right now.
Making our way to the ring, representing the Disciples of Darkness from the pits of hell, the Destroyer, Crimson.
Yeah, no, me too. She's been in our prayers.
The authority from no place in particular. The WCW Underground Non-Stop Champion, the Natural, Victoria VanDiver.
And see, that's another thing. You look at Victoria VanDiver, and if you go all the way back to season 2, she came on strong. Then you look at her in season 3, kind of died away for a little bit. Then all of a sudden in season 4, came on strong again. Still going strong in season 5. And then in season 6, started strong and then kind of died down. Now, she does have the Rumble 10-person title belt around her waist, but she's another one looking to get back on track. So that makes this match even more interesting. Able to win the title belt. We've seen Crimson able to win some special series title belts, but not being able to convert that in to a bigger run on the WCW side. So again, with Crimson, you wonder, she does phenomenal in the dark matches. Can she do that now that she has built that up moving forward? Can she take that into this match? And Victoria VanDiver, another one. Now, Crimson, of course, the largest wrestler. Victoria VanDiver, not a small wrestler herself, especially when you look at height-wise. Weight-wise, maybe, but height-wise, she is not. So when you look at Victoria's finishing move, able to generate that kind of between-the-legs choke slam maneuver that she has, so you get even more height on that choke slam, and it generates more force coming down. Now, you throw that on a wrestler like Crimson, her weight, and then just the distance you got to travel builds up that velocity, so makes it a much more powerful move. Crimson really needing to avoid that. If she gets put in it here tonight, you got to believe it's going to be over. Victoria VanDiver now working on the lower body of Crimson. And then you kind of wonder, why is she really focused on that lower body? Why is she focused on that part of it? Because I would think if I was going to be fighting against Crimson, maybe not so much the head, but definitely the arms, because she also, both of them have a choke slam-like maneuvers. Crimson's got it. Victoria VanDiver's got a version of it, so really attacking the arms, maybe not allowing them to get that full extension all the way up, could be beneficial in case you do get put into one of those choke slams. Yeah, no, I'm saying the same thing, Tipple. Absolutely crazy that she has never been able to win a world title at the WCW level. Goes now, pushes the chin, and still only a 1 count. Not even a 1 count on Victoria. Now, you've seen Victoria really kind of dominating this match as far as being in control, but when you're in a match with Crimson, you gotta wonder the word dominating. Crimson hit you with like 4 moves and she's already caught up to everything that you've done. So, dominating, a very weird word when dealing with that. Victoria able to get out of the ring. And again, both of them, you would believe, world-class type champions. Victoria VanDiver able to win a world championship with TSW and able to do it again in the WWE. Hasn't seen it here yet in the WCW, and neither has Crimson. So definitely things we want to keep an eye on. Eagle Star's mother-in-law was in the hospital. She had fallen down and hit her head. They thought she was going to be fine to leave. Ended up holding her for a few more days, and didn't sound like things went well, so they were going to release her back home, back into the care of hospice care. So, yeah, just needs prayers for sure. Hey, welcome back, R2K. Welcome to the stream. And again, now, maybe it's not the cameras. Maybe she just had a problem with the confidence.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer, Crimson.
but able to get back in the ring in these dark matches, starting to regain her confidence, and you saw it here tonight. Crimson looking like she is going to take that next step and start working her way back into the world title picture. Looking like the Crimson of old. Now, getting into the last two matches of the night, you got Dragonuv, who, again, he has been struggling a little bit, but with these dark matches starts doing well. And you got Zack Hamilton, Dragonuv, leading a school of wrestling to start getting other wrestlers back on track. We know that Bobby O is a part of it now. We know that Agent Destin is a part of it, but now the teacher himself getting a shot here tonight at the WCW Cruiserweight Championship.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, you do not want to miss the main event tonight. We have got word that there will be something before the match even starts that we've never seen before. And I'm very interested to see what that is, but very excited to see it myself. But before we can even get to that, we've got to get to some other things, like who is going to walk out of here tonight with the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. And it looks like Dragonuv again. Dragonuv, you go back to the TSW days, Dragonuv winning the TSW World Championship. Lightest guy at the time to ever have done it. Did very well in TSW, did pretty well in WWE, but not so well so far in the WCW. However, much like we just saw with Crimson, maybe it's a confidence thing now, training and teaching his own school. You're starting to see the swagger come back. You're starting to see the confidence come back. Can he parlay that tonight against the hottest cruiserweight we've got right now in WCW and try to find a way to get a win over Zack Hamilton? And here's my favorite thing in the game. Here we go, Dragon Shimmy. Little Dragon Shimmy. You guys get you some of that. Get your little Dragon Shimmy going on. I know you're at home doing it. You just saw me do it, and now you're like, whoa, can I do the shimmy? That's not sashimi. That's the shimmy. Appreciate that, Temple. But now here we go again, the hottest guy that we have got in the Cruiserweight division, Zack Hamilton. And remember, too, we talk about this. Zack Hamilton came out and absolutely blew up the WCW. Absolutely blew him up. Then gets recruited by the Syndicate and kind of cools off a little bit, but now, for whatever reason, back on that streak yet again, and our current WCW Cruiserweight Championship title holder. So, can he continue the streak here tonight? You know, in the Syndicate, we saw Recon Delta doing what he was doing. Then we saw Jay Savage now, all of a sudden, he's starting to step up and do the things. And now, or at the time, it was Recon Delta and it was Vipero. Well, both those guys kind of cooled off a little bit, and now we're seeing Jay Savage and Zack Hamilton kind of heated up. Same with JP. But it feels like once they come to the Syndicate, while they're learning the Syndicate's ways, they kind of cool off a little bit. We're seeing it with JP right now, but that does not mean it doesn't get turned around. And when it does, it comes out in a big way.
From the edge of reality, weighing in at 198 pounds, the Dragon. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 200 pounds, the WCW Cruiserweight Champion, the Great Zack Hamilton.
So the referee now showing both competitors the belt, letting everybody know what is on the line here tonight. And now ready to get this thing started. Normal match rules are applying in this match. Nothing special as far as the rules go. You cannot win the belt by countout. And just like normal, Zack Hamilton off to a quick start now, taking Dragonuv, throwing him into the corner. And we've seen him do this a few times, taking it up top in a big old school style arm drag coming down. Thought he was going to go up to the top rope. Instead, goes and gets a quick 2 count on Dragonuv. I was not expecting that. I don't think Dragonuv was expecting the pin right there either. But a quick pin is exactly what he got. Dragonuv going out, and Zack showing you why he is the Cruiserweight Champion, going up over the top rope, suicide dive, and Dragonuv now getting out of the way. Maybe playing a little bit of possum right there, maybe letting him believe that he was down and out. And now trying to turn it back around and get back into the driver's seat. And look at that, Dragonuv trying to get over to another thing. And again, the Syndicate, much like the Horsemen, much like the NWO, all they care about is holding on to the title. It will count as a title defense on the countout. And I don't think Zack was expecting it, but Dragonuv recovers faster than Zack was expecting it. Zack kind of looking back towards the entrance, waiting for the Syndicate's music to hit, waiting for the 10 count to fall, waiting to be handed back the title belt, but Dragonuv getting back in the ring and now using that ring against Zack Hamilton, trying to generate more power. You can see Dragonuv gives up maybe a little bit of size, but at the same time, both men will use that ring. Dragonuv backing off, crossbody, hooks the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. What is going on? Triple Beat, welcome to the stream. Blaise Radio, what is happening? We've probably been there the whole time. And a 2 count already. Thought he might try to go back up to the top rope again, instead delivering the forearm right upside the old scunion there. And Dragonuv delivering the overhand rights to Zack. Zack reeling, it looks like, a little bit. I don't think he really expected this. He was firmly in control of this match. And then you got to wonder, did Master Dragonuv plan this? Let him get overconfident maybe, help him build his confidence to try to use that against him. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but Zack Hamilton back in control of the match. Can he stay in control? That is what the question is going to be. Hooks the leg. Have you ever drank something like you thought you poured something else and then you drank something, you're like, what was that? That just happened. I thought I had ginger ale, but I had a caramel apple cider. That was a happy accident. 1. And Dragonuv again kicking out in 1. But look at this, Zack. You're starting to see in the body language of Zack Hamilton, he is starting to get more and more frustrated. Delivering the boot straight to the face. And now grabs him, rolls it up. This could be it, too. Wow. I was saying 3. The referee's hand was going to 3. And Dragonuv finds a way to kick out, get up, but look who's waiting for him. Wheelbarrow DDT. And now putting a submission hold on to Dragonuv. Dragonuv, though, not tapping. Can he use it? Catches. Zack riding dirty. Will he take it up top? You know he wants to try to put the Dragon's elbow onto him. Not going for it, though. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Dragonuv just won the WCW Cruiserweight title belt.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Cruiserweight Champion, the Dragon.
It is crazy, like, wanting to see Zack how far he could take that Cruiserweight title belt, but I can't be mad about Dragonuv winning the title. Like, is this gonna be the kickstart Dragonuv needs inside the ring to start elevating not just him, not just Master Dragonuv, but maybe Master Dragonov's school? I don't know. We're gonna have to stay tuned for that. Now, I've been telling you guys all night long that if you missed anything, this would not be the thing that you want to miss. You might want to call everybody that you know, let them know what's about to happen, because I can almost guarantee in the WCW, you have never seen what's about to happen. Let's go ahead and get the main event of the evening started. Witcher, being escorted down by Jakai, will face off against Serra. We know Serra, one half of the Gatecrashers, on an absolute tear in the tag team division. Reppin' T on a tear. Can Serra now take that next step, even though there isn't a title belt on the line, but take that next step and start getting her name involved in some of these bigger titles? Brand new Titantron for the Wolfpack. And what in tarnation is that? Look at the state of this Witcher. She has showed her power in the ring, but now showing it to you before she even gets down there.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Wolfpack from Austin, Texas, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
Absolutely unbelievable, showing you that she can use her power at any time. She could take the camera out of the cameraman's hand. We see the freaky tree coming down, Sid B, and knocking the cameraman over. Now we've seen Witcher take the camera out of the hand and then lift it up so that it will follow her walking down the entrance. But Witcher, the current Women's Universal World Champion, the top title in the women's division, the top title in all of the land, not putting it on the line here tonight, but will be facing off against Serra, half of the Gatecrashers. I just don't think you could have a name like Witcher and not have some cool Witcher stuff. You know what I mean?
And representing the Gate Crushers from New York, one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, Serra!
Serra now making her way down to the ring, and a Universal Champion in her own right, half of the Universal Tag Team Champions, the Gatecrashers. Serra letting you know exactly what time it is, getting her groove on. And the only thing I can't figure out is why that thing don't light up. Or is it lit up now? No. But it should. I don't know why it's not lit up. But whatever. Whatevs. Serra doesn't even need it lit up. She'll light it up herself. And now Serra getting a huge opportunity tonight in the main event to show that she needs to be up in some of these individual top championships. And look at Witcher with a brand new entrance getting started on Serra, getting off to a fast start. And typically Witcher in her matches does not get off to a fast start. However, since the rise of the Wolfpack and her being the Queen Wolf alongside the Alpha Wolf Jakai, really kind of starting to take her game to the next level. Really starting to take, even though she is one of the top female wrestlers, being able to defeat Cheyenne, the greatest women's Universal Champion ever, and now trying to take over that title from her as well. One of those kind of jumping, float over type, neck breaker type maneuvers right on the back of the head of Serra. And right now, Witcher showing you exactly what kind of aggression she has. Serra on the ground. Referee's count is up to 8. Is this going to be it? And that is the match right there.
The Superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
Crazy thing about that match, though, did not pin Serra, but absolutely dominated the match in a way we haven't seen in a long time. But it's got to make you wonder, just like me, I still want to see how that match ends in the ring. Maybe something happens in the future. Maybe something even happens before the pay-per-view. We'll have to wait and see. But one thing we know, Repentia, her tag team partner, will be facing off against Ozzy in the very next WCW pay-per-view, which will be WCW Revenge. We believed, even though the match hasn't been set yet, we believe Cheyenne would be invoking her rematch clause against Witcher. But could we see Serra possibly challenging for the Universal World title belt? I mean, that would be something. It would be unprecedented. But we've seen stranger things happen. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for us here today. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. And, guys, remember, when you got a chance today to do something, when faced with a choice, maybe choose grace today over violence. I've tried myself. Maybe choose, you don't know what kind of day the other person's having. Maybe choose that instead of going the other way. Just today. I'm not saying every day. I'm saying maybe we just do it today. Let's stick a toe in and see how it feels. But guys, I love everything you guys are doing out there. Tomorrow, because of what happened with the chats, tomorrow we will have the bonus podcast. So tomorrow on Sunday we will do that. We didn't hit our goal here tonight, but that's okay. We don't have to hit the goal every single time. But we will still have the podcast tomorrow. We still will be answering a lot of questions, and it's going to be a really great stream. We're going to talk about storylines, how they develop. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that we got going on in the Discord, how to request a feud, why to request it, how it can work in to give you the best shot at doing it. So, and how long it takes to develop some of these storylines. We talk about that a little bit, but I think we're going to get a lot more in depth. A lot of great questions have been asked and a lot of great conversations have been had behind the scenes. So it really sets up a really good podcast. I'm looking forward to it. Hope to see you guys there, and we'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace.